Arizona Democrat Kristen Sinema, the final holdout in her party, but she agreed to support the deal last night after exacting some concessions. So what's out? Well, killing the carried interest loophole that enables investors such as private equity, a hedge fund, and certain other investment managers to pay lower taxes. It defies death once again, courtesy of Senator Sinema. So what's in? Well, start with funds to fight climate change, including investments in clean energy production, rebates, credits to offset household energy costs, and tax credits to reduce carbon emissions. Prescription drug price reform, where Medicare will now be able to negotiate the price of certain drugs. An extension of Obamacare subsidies, money for IRS tax enforcement, and a tweaked corporate minimum tax, plus a 1% tax on stock buybacks, although its final form is still uncertain. Senator Sinema asked for changes as to how the package was structured. There's also money to address drought in Arizona and other western states, another of Sinema's conditions for support. So what happens now? With a razor-thin majority in the Senate, the Democrats need all 50 of their members to vote yay, not 60, since this is a so-called reconciliation bill and not subject to the 60-vote threshold to avoid a filibuster. But since this is Congress, it's far from a done deal. NBC's Julie Sirkin live on Capitol Hill with what happens next on both sides of the aisle. It's going to be a busy weekend, eh, Julie?
Yeah, Tyler, that's exactly right. You're smart to point out that until it's over, it's never really over in the halls of Congress. But the important thing that you said there is that this bill needs 50 votes to pass. And that's exactly what Majority Leader Schumer told reporters today he believes they're going to have. With Senator Sinema signing on after those changes, they now move on to the first vote, which is set to take place tomorrow at some point in the afternoon. That'll kick off the process, but that's just the beginning, because they have 20 hours of equally divided debate between Republicans and Democrats. Republicans planning on making this as painful as possible for Democrats, bringing up amendment vote after amendment vote. That's according to Senator Lindsey Graham, who said it's going to be, quote, hell for Democrats as they move forward in this process. Of course, with budget bills, they're allowed to bring up any amount of amendments they want. We expect them on immigration, on other provisions as it relates to energy and other matters concerning inflation as well. Now, what happens next? When this bill finally gets wrapped up in those procedural processes, it's going to come to a final vote as soon as Sunday, perhaps Monday as well, wrapping their session off here and heading out of town for recess before the House takes it up next Friday. Tyler?
Julie, thanks very much. To call it a reconciliation bill, by the way, feels a little ironic because there's not much reconciliation between Republicans and Democrats on this one. Julie Sirkin, thank you.